Good evening, SEOs. This is Josh from joshmacdonald.net. Hope you're all doing well on this fine evening. I am here to talk to you a little bit about, or actually, we're going to argue a little bit about Wikipedia links. They're no follow, but do they hold value? Google will tell you no, they don't hold value. The reason Wikipedia has them set as no, or the reason Wikipedia has them set as no follow is because they don't want people, spamming their website. But given that every single Wikipedia backlink is no follow, do they still hold value? And I'm going to talk a little bit about my experience, my results, and hopefully, some of my opinions. Hopefully, I can shed a little bit of light on this massive argument. Okay, so I figured I'd just write down before this video started. I wasn't prepared. I tried to shoot this once and decided to start over. Basically, Google is telling marketers, SEOs, that no follow links push, no link juice, and do follow links push link juice. But now Google, when they talk to sites, let's say Quora, Stack Exchange, Reddit, and now Wikipedia. Those four sites are all user-generated content, but it's also user-approved content. So something that stands as a do-follow link holds real value and real quality because the users approve that link, right? Whereas, Wikipedia never changed it to a do-follow, but the other three do. If the users enjoy the content and they vote that it's good, it goes to a do-follow. Now, Wikipedia is different. If a link is good, instead it will just stay. The moderators, the administrators won't delete it if it's a good link. If it's a bad link, it doesn't just say no follow. Instead, it just gets removed entirely from Wikipedia. So Google's basically telling, and it's been said. I read a post, or I think it was a press release or something on Stock Exchange from the administrative staff. But we all know that no follow means that the content was user generated and it's not really promoted by the site. It's not really endorsed. For example, WordPress blog comments. If you put in your URL, it's generally a no follow by default. That's just because, the commenter doesn't really speak for or have any relationship with the blog, so it should be no follow. But a link in the article has been approved by that blog and it's endorsed, right? They think that it's a good link, so I'm going to link to it. So it is do follow. So it's not saying that they don't hold value. It's that they're user generated. So let's talk a little bit more about Wikipedia. So here we are. Do I create Wikipedia backlinks? Yes. I do. And I do help other people create them if they need help. I do consulting and stuff, create pages, whatever. But is it difficult? It's not too difficult, really. It's just a matter of learning the syntax. You hit view source here. Okay, it's semi-protected. We gotta find something else here. Edit. You can see there's different syntax to use to organize this, and then citations are one style, and you have the access date and all these tags and all this stuff. If you're going to create a backlink on Wikipedia, you have to know how to do that stuff. So that's kind of what I do. But anyways, this isn't a promotion video. So I would say a single Wikipedia backlink isn't necessarily going to rank you, but I have in the past, and you should also know that your domain name can be blacklisted permanently. So making tier 1 links isn't really the best. If you've been mentioned in an article, you did a guest post, I would rather rank that guest post or link to it from Wikipedia. So Wikipedia would be a tier 2 link, and then your guest post would be tier 1, receiving the Wikipedia link, and then obviously pushing to your money site. So the reason why I believe, and the results are there, Wikipedia backlinks hold value, is that if you add a link to Wikipedia, it goes through moderators. Generally, if you're a new account or you're editing as a guest, an administrator or someone is going to look over what you did and say, okay, yeah, this source is a good source. It backs up what it's saying. It seems like they know what they're talking about. It's not some WordPress or Blogspot free blog or something that just doesn't hold any authority. And also, I recommend you guys check out Wikipedia tiered references. Or sources. They're in tiers, but anyways, they'll say secondary source versus primary source. It's something like this. I just want to show you guys this real quick. If you're interested in editing, they'll give you a warning at the top, something like this on a page. It'll say like, this page needs more primary sources or secondary or tertiary. So you just need to check out page. One of them here, if I find it, I'll put it in the description. But it goes through. I personally can't remember what primary is and secondary and tertiary. But primary is something like it's raw research, like we're talking like a journal post from a professor at a university. Secondary is kind of like an analysis on the original data. So like your blog posts are likely to be secondary. And tertiary, I can't really remember. But anyways, so a moderator is going to go through and approve this content, and if it stays, it's obviously a good link, and the Wikipedia administrative staff think it's a good link. So, if you're in Google's shoes and Wikipedia moderators just left the link telling you it's a good link, would you value that link? Absolutely. I mean, it's been approved, just like I've showed in Quora, Reddit, and Stock Exchange, and a number of other sites. If Google likes to see things that have been user approved or moderator approved or just shown that this actually holds value. Like, someone can speak and say this is a good link. This isn't just a spam blog comment. Someone's gonna vouch for this link and say it's good, and that's why I believe Wikipedia backlinks hold value, because someone is approving them and saying, yeah, that's a legit link right here. PC Mag, in 2008 or whenever this was added, the moderator went through and said, yep, that backs up contextual marketing definition is going to back up, this sentence right here. And they went through and they verified that it's legitimate. That's the primary reason, because Wikipedia moderates everything. It's kind of self-conflicting on both their interests, because Google wants something that's going to be moderated and approved to be of quality, but Wikipedia is trying to avoid people spamming their network by holding more moderation. But the more moderation Wikipedia gives, the more value those links are going to hold, so the more that Google's going to value them, and it keeps going, back and forth. Wikipedia adds more moderation, Google values more moderation, so Wikipedia has to add more moderation to combat the spam, and then Google starts valuing it more and more and more. And that's kind of what happens is Wikipedia is so strict on what they have on here that the value is there. I mean, even though everything is nofollow, don't tell me that Wikipedia.org isn't considered a little different than some Joe Blow blog, right? Wikipedia.org is treated differently by Google than any other site. And that's why I believe one of the only valuable nofollow links is from Wikipedia. And if you can get one for $100, do it. I mean, if you don't have one, if you already have a bunch, you don't need any more. But if you don't have any Wikipedia links going to your blog that has 100 posts on it, you better look into it and you better get one. It's going to be natural. In addition to the value I just spoke about. Anyways, if you need help with Wikipedia page creation for your company, links maybe I might help with, but any sort of consulting, whatever, contact me on my website. I'll get you a quote, get a lot of emails, but I will try to get back to you, within a couple hours. Anyways, this has been Josh from joshmacdonald.net. Please subscribe. Please thumbs up this video. It is highly appreciated. You know, it makes this channel get viewed. It makes this video get seen by more people. You stayed to the end. I highly appreciate that. And I will see you in some of my other videos. Bye for now.